Imagine Apple changing something it has kept for years, the launch date of the standard iPhone. At the same time, that same standard version, which was often said to not change much, may get the brightest display ever in the non-Pro iPhone lineup. Today, we will talk about two leaks related to the iPhone 18. One, possibility of a noticeable upgrade to the display of the standard version. Apple is known for one almost fixed thing. Every year, in September, the new iPhone is released, and the standard version is part of the event. But according to leaks, there is talk that this scenario may not repeat with the iPhone 18. The idea here is not just a minor delay, but the possibility that the standard version may not appear in September 2026 at all, and instead be postponed to a later period, specifically early 2027. Why is this considered a big change? Because the change is not only technical, but a shift in how Apple manages the iPhone lineup itself. The mere presence of such rumors suggests that leakers believe Apple may split the launch into two waves, a wave in September and another wave at the beginning of the following year. The leaks suggest that Apple, even if it changes the plan, will continue to release the Pro versions at their usual time. Meaning, even if the standard version is delayed, it is still expected that we will see the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max in September 2026. This creates a picture where Apple focuses September on the Pro models and schedules the standard version for a different time. The leak adds a second important point. Not only a delay of the standard version, but also the possibility of launching it alongside a cheaper version called iPhone 18e in early 2027. If Apple actually does this, it would have an early year event dedicated to two versions, the standard version and the budget version. This would create a production line, or two launch seasons instead of one. It was said that the standard iPhone 18 would not be a big leap compared to the iPhone 17 and might even come with the same display. The picture was as follows. Minor upgrade, limited changes, a display similar to the previous generation. But there may be a clear improvement in the display, specifically in one area, brightness. The potential update could make the standard iPhone 18 display the brightest among all non-Pro iPhones. This is important because the standard version usually gets fewer features than the Pro. If this turns out to be true, it would mean Apple is trying to raise the baseline of the standard model, not just keep it as a cheaper option. But we need to understand what higher brightness means in practical terms within this context. Not necessarily a change in resolution, nor necessarily a change in size, but rather a focus on light output and how the display performs under different conditions. The leaks mention that one of the display suppliers, BOE, may not be able to provide OLED panels for the upcoming iPhone. The reason is not a normal shortage, but that Apple's brightness requirements have become strict or difficult to achieve. If a supplier cannot meet the requirements, this suggests that Apple has indeed raised the bar for display specifications. This reinforces the idea of an upcoming upgrade. To clarify the picture, the leaks provided numbers related to the iPhone 17 display. According to what was reported, typical brightness around 1000 nits, HDR brightness reaching 1600 nits, and a peak figure reaching 3000 nits. This is considered good brightness, but it is still lower than some competitors in the same category. Therefore, the idea is, if the iPhone 18 increases these numbers, it would be a clear improvement for the standard version. The expected general shape of the display on the standard version. Size of 6.27 inches. LTPO OLED type. 120 Hz refresh rate, with the presence of the dynamic island. What do we conclude from all this? Apple may change the launch date of the standard version and delay it to early 2027. The standard version may receive a stronger display, specifically higher brightness than before. Increasing brightness may affect suppliers because achieving it is not easy. Expected display specifications include 120 Hz, LTPO, and dynamic island. The Pro models remain within the usual September window. There is still a relatively long time before the known launch dates, so we will see later whether this information is confirmed or not. Question: do you really care about a display upgrade in the standard version? Or for you, is it always more important that the Pro models remain the most powerful?